Well, congratulations, new gun owner. I appreciate you joining the club and taking some steps to protect yourself and your family. Now it's important to start training. Well, you can do a lot of training at home, which is one of the things that I first recommend to new people, is to just dry fire like crazy, okay? Let's cover some of the basics of marksmanship so that we can kind of use that to guide us as we do our dry fire. Subconsciously, when we do enough repetitions of this, it's going to become reflexive. Number one, stance. Number two, grip. 3, draw, your draw stroke. 4, sight alignment. 5, sight picture. 6, the actual trigger squeeze. And 7, follow through. This is a cold gun. So a good stance is where your weight is equally distributed over your feet, okay? So you're not leaning too much forward, you're not leaning too much back. You're equal on your feet, you're stable, you're facing towards your potential threat. In other words, you're structurally indexed towards your potential threat. However you decide to carry your firearm, whether it's in an appendix carry or if it's at the back of your kidney area, like at the 5 o'clock position, just make sure that you are doing it on a regular basis and you're drilling that so it becomes second nature. I prefer to carry appendix carry, so wherever I'm at, whether if it's at a ball game or if it's at church or if it's at some kind of a function, even going to my mother's house, okay? I'm always carrying a firearm in an appendix carry, and I'm also always carrying 2 other magazines. Stance. Your draw needs to be oriented towards your threat. Once you draw and you orient your firearm towards your threat, you're going to start picking up your front sight, and what you want is equal light and equal height. What that means is you want equal light on each side of that front sight as captured from your rear sight, your fixed rear sights. And you want equal height, which means you don't want your rear sights to be overcoming your front sight. You want it to be perfectly balanced. Once you get on your sight alignment, what you're going to do is place that sight alignment onto a target area, which means that's going to become your sight picture. Your sight picture doesn't have to be perfect, especially in a combative type situation where you're just going to simply draw, present, and potentially engage. It just needs to be an acceptable sight picture. You with me? So don't fret too much about having perfect, single stack type holes in the target when you're at the range. That's kind of a range scar, actually. What you want is to be able to conduct enough or implement enough damage in your target to where the freaking guy goes down. Okay, so you're gonna get into a good stance. You're gonna draw. You're gonna be high up on the tang or the back strap of the firearm. You're gonna present the firearm towards your threat. You're gonna get your adequate sight alignment, sight picture. You're gonna place the index finger on the trigger, and you're gonna squeeze. Now you're gonna come off the trigger, come back on the wall if you need to, and acquire a second acceptable sight picture and follow through. Once you have determined there's no further threats, you index yourself this way so that you have a good weapon retention and you can check your surroundings. I hope this helps. If it does, put some comments in the area below, and stay tuned for more tips on firearm safety and tactical training as we develop this going into 2025. Thanks, guys.